Most barbecue really comes from austerity. It's about taking cheap cuts like brisket and pork shoulder and making them tender and tasty. I'm here at Hill Country Barbecue in New York City to try dry age barbecue. Can this possibly be the most expensive barbecue on earth? And can it be worth it? I'm about to find out. It's quite unique, right? Most people are not barbecuing dry age beef simply because it's so expensive, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about the process of what aging does to beef, which is tenderizing the product, barbecue is the same kind of thing.
Right.
Very unique that nobody does it, but if you think about it in theory, it's kind of the same.
This one is gnarled and pitted and looks like an ancient anthracite. Look at this thing.
You know, so what we'll do is we'll kind of take some of this down and then we'll cut them into individual steaks.
Okay.
So that, as we talked about before, you're getting that penetration of all that flavor, not only from the dry age, but from the rub.
Now this is USDA Prime. Is this Creekstone?
This is Creekstone.
Okay, so this is basically the same steaks sold at, I mean, the top restaurants, right?
Absolutely.
Minetta Tavern, Breslin,
Yeah.
I mean, all the places that are selling
Everywhere.
really top-notch beef. Like, he supplies a lot of those places.
Absolutely.
So this is a steak that you could expect to spend 150, 200 bucks on in a sit-down restaurant in Manhattan. And this is very much something that speaks to New York eating, because we eat more dry aged beef here than anywhere on earth. So in a way, you're sort of defining the New York style of barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, it's like bringing the steakhouse and the barbecue all together. They're developing that good bacteria, that good funk, that good, flavor. And so for us, it's like taking, that dry aging flavor that everybody's used to, that smell. You can still taste that with a little bit of
Through the smoke.
Yeah, through the smoke, a little bit of the smoke, the great flavor of the signature rub. And then, you got what you need.
So we have a 90-day, right?
day.
So let's smoke them and eat them. Okay, the moment of truth has arrived. We have our Uber aging of the 90-day. Here we go. Oh my God. Smoke is a secondary flavoring in this meat. The first thing you get is that intense, mineral-rich, tangy.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for in the dry aging process.
And then the smoke comes on almost as if it's kind of a perfume, right? It's almost like a flavoring rather than the reason for the cooking. If you were to cook this as a steak, I think you'd have less of that funky flavor because you're searing it off.
Yeah, then you get that more forward charred flavor that we're talking about right up front. You're getting that that minerally flavor from that aging process when it's kissed with the smoke kind of like on the back end. If you sear it on a ultra high heat grill, you're charring so much, getting so much of that caramelization, searing that that's what then becomes the forefront flavor.
You're preserving that funkiness all the way through rather than sort of losing a lot of it on the outside. Just don't want to stop eating it.
Who would ever want to?
Wow. Charles, thank you very much, man.
Absolutely.
That was really
Thanks for coming.
Amazing. Thanks very much for watching. For the next episode of The Meat Show, click here. Dry aging, for all its great benefits, also has its limits. It's a process.